Hey guys, it's Drea. So I am swatching certain parts of my collection and I thought, why don't we swatch my Z palette? This is just like all different single shadows. Most of them are Colourpop. I've got a couple Makeup Geek, maybe one or two Anastasia, and then maybe a couple like random ones, but for the most part, oh, a couple MAC too. For the most part, Colourpop I would say overwhelms this collection. But in my last declutter, I actually decluttered two Z palettes down into this one just to make it more cohesive. I will link to that if you want to see that, because I did swatch a lot of the ones I decluttered as well. But yeah, let's just swatch this. Let's start on this side. So these are a couple random ones. This is from Buxom. This came out of a customized palette, but this was really the only shade that I loved out of all of them. It's called Patent Leather. It's a really gorgeous silvery purple with a lot of glitter in it. Like it's almost a steely gray purple. Super beautiful. It's really gorgeous all over the lid. This shade is from a Benefit palette, which it was the world's sexiest nudes or something. And this is called Blingo. I don't know if you can get this anywhere, but it's a really gorgeous silver and it's super intense. One of the only silver shadows that I really own that is truly, truly silver. And I always loved that one shade in particular. So when I decluttered that palette, I just depotted that. All right, moving on. This here is Paper Tiger. This is from Colourpop. It's like this nice mustardy yellow. It works to warm up your crease. It's a really good warm shade. Really nice, like not bright yellow, just a little bit of a burnt yellow. Super pretty. This here is Peach Smoothie. This has a big dip in it because obviously like I use this. Oh, I think I swatched way too much. I use that as a transition shade for almost everything I do. So it's right there. Just a really nice matte, peachy, creamy shade. That's from Makeup Geek. This is a shade that I don't really use because I can't remember the name of it. And whenever I don't know the name, that means I don't use it very much. This is from Colourpop. It's called Let Me Explain. I think I remember that this doesn't really stay very well on the lid or like throughout the day, because that would be like a nice creamy, shimmery lid shade. But I think I remember it's not really the greatest. So yeah, I haven't used it in a while though. This is Brulee from MAC. I think they've discontinued this. That's just what I've heard. It's just like this kind of white, creamy, matte shade. I know a lot of people love it. You can barely see that, like it's barely even swatching. A lot of people love it like from that brow bone shade. I don't really use it that much. Okay, this next stroke here. I think this is an Anastasia shade. Is it? Yes, this is called Henna. And this is a very intensely metallic, like burnt copper. Really pretty, although I don't use it very often. This one here is from Colourpop. This is called Tiny Tangerines. And it's definitely got a shimmer to it. Turquoise shimmery shade. I haven't used that much, to tell you the truth. Look at those two together. Oh, that's so pretty. This one is from Makeup Geek. This is Secret Garden. This is a really gorgeous, this is when they first did their duochrome shades about 3 years ago. It's like green, but it's got like a reddish shift to it. Almost black undertone. Like I know you can see that it's duochrome there. Oh, I'm starting to get so hungry right now. I've been filming videos for like 2 hours. Anyways, this looks really nice over a black base. This one here is also from Colourpop. This is a matte shade called Muscle Beach. It works really well with this Tiny Tangerines shade. I'll just swatch it like this. Look at that. Like that's a matte shade. Look how pigmented it is. So cool, right? That Muscle Beach was very like, Colourpop can be very, they can have a lot of kickback, like look just from swatching it. Anyways, they get very powdery sometimes. Okay, and this lineup here, this one is also Colourpop. This is called Cutouts. This is actually fairly intensely pigmented. Like when I actually use this, oh look, see that? They can be very powdery. But when I actually use this in my crease, look, it's like, it gets built up so quickly. It's very pigmented, very pretty color. This one here is Tiki. I haven't used this one as much as Paper Tiger. This is a much, much brighter yellow than Paper Tiger. See, look how crumbly. I still, like, I love Colourpop. That's why I have so much. but they are definitely powdery and crumbly sometimes. So that's Tiki. This one here is a Makeup Geek shadow again. I can't remember the name of it though. This one is called Typhoon. And I don't use this very much, but I remember when I swatched it, I was like, why don't I use that? And I'm gonna do it again, because look at that. What the heck is wrong with me? Why do I not use that color? Typhoon. That is beautiful. Ugh, so gorgeous. Okay, and then this one is actually from Anastasia. This one is called Sunset. These Anastasia ones are so, like, can you see that? They're so creamy. They have this like creaminess to them, and it's just like liquid metal when you swatch it. Look at both of those. So that's Henna and that's Sunset. Like they just, like look how much a little goes a long way there. Why do I not use that shadow very often? Like obviously I love them, I kept them, but I don't use those ones very often. I always kind of gravitate towards this part of this palette. So yeah, like I said, this part of the palette definitely gets more use usually. This one here is called, this is so hard taking them in and out. I know one of you is going to comment and tell me there's an easier way. So go ahead and do that because I definitely need to be told. This is called Two Birds. This is from Colourpop. This is a very, very gold shadow, like very gold. And I don't actually like that shade very often on me, but I kept it because it's the only thing I have like it. It is very beautiful if you like yellowy golds. This is called Making Moves. Another matte kind of pinky shade. Again, very, very pigmented. Like if I use this in my crease or something, it gets built up so fast. But they blend really, really well. Actually, those two colors together are so pretty, eh? Okay, this one here, another shade I don't use all that often. Why is this getting harder? Where are my 10,000 hours? Have I not spent 10,000 hours with makeup? You'd think I'd be better at this. Ready or Yacht. I don't know if this is still available. It was definitely from like a spring or summer collection. Yeah, this one I don't like that much. It's definitely got a peachiness to it, but it does not last very, very well at all. And then this one, kind of the same as these. Like these, actually I probably don't need all three. This is called Softcore. They are different, but they are very much in the same vein of like being pinky mattes that are very pigmented. They work well together though. This is the only other MAC shadow in this palette. I did declutter all my MAC shadows besides these two. This is Quarry. I really like this because it's so unique. It's like a cool toned lilac-y gray shade. I know MAC shadows don't like, I know people love them, don't come for me, but they don't, like they're not insta pigmented, you know what I mean? Anyway, it's still, I love it. It's a very good crease shade for like cool tone looks because it's so purpley gray. It's really cool. This is a Makeup Geek shadow that is from that duochrome line. This is called Blacklight. I had all of them. In fact, I even have a video on my channel where I swatched them all when they came out. But I didn't keep all that many. It's really pretty, especially on the lid. It comes off more purple, I think, actually on the lid than on a swatch. You're just seeing a lot of shine right now from it, but it definitely is like purple. This one here is not duochrome. This is called Snake Eyes. This is from Colourpop. This is actually kind of more of like a beigey taupey shade. Really pretty color. Really, really gorgeous, but it works with a lot of purples, which is why it's kind of down here. This is Glass Bull from Colourpop. This works better over a glitter glue than by itself, but it's stunning. There's nothing like it. Like I have not encountered another eyeshadow anywhere that's like this. It's purple, but it's got this reddish undertone to it. It just has a gorgeous sparkle. It looks so good all over the lid. This one here is 143. This is one of my favorite purple shadows of all time. It's just a really beautiful, matte, intense, vibrant purple. Love that. I use that so much. I've recommended it so much. I actually have a backup of that just in case they were ever to discontinue it. I would die because I love it. The last two purples, I just know they're not going to come across. There's something about purple in photography, video, whatever. It doesn't work all that well. This is called Crown Jewel from Colourpop. This is like a much deeper, very deep purple, almost like blue toned. Yeah. Really nice as like a deepening up in the outer corner shade. And this is kind of similar to that, except this is a little bit more metallic. Oh, this is actually an Anastasia shadow as well. This is called Enchanted. Definitely has that bluish purpleness to it. Very deep. These are actually pretty similar, but I would say the Anastasia one is a little bit more intense. And there's that. That's the final shadow in the C palette. So that's it for swatching this monster. I hope that you enjoyed. I'm definitely doing a lot of swatching videos right now, so subscribe if you haven't yet. Let me know what you would like to see next, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.